Welcome, everybody. We are here for week 2 action in the NWO. I'm producing tonight, 49er George, but we have a special treat tonight for this one. We got Idej on the play by play, and I'll be joining for color. Lou will be around. Um, Idej, thanks for joining us tonight, man. We got a great matchup here. I'm going to let you do the honors.
Thank you, George. Welcome on in, everyone. As yes, we do have a great showdown in store for you here tonight, as we have the Oklahoma State Cowboys at home, and they are going to be taking on the Florida State Seminoles. It's going to be a heck of a shootout here tonight, George. Expect some high flying offense.
Yeah, absolutely. We got two new quarterbacks, I think, for both teams. So we really are interested in seeing the offenses getting going early with those two new quarterbacks. Oklahoma State was just a powerhouse last year with Spencer Sanders, but he's on to the NFL. And Cincy Bowen, on the other hand, with Florida State, still has their quarterback, but they have a new guy under center also. So they might be running back a little bit of the two quarterback system that he had when he was back with the Bearcats.
Yeah, definitely possible that we see both of these teams go with multiple quarterbacks trying to figure out who they want to be the guy to lead their offense throughout this season. It's really going to come down to just who makes the least mistakes, I think, in this one, because both teams are going to put up a lot of points.
Yeah, and so what we got is we got teams that are expecting big seasons, and they want to come out and they want to hit each other in the mouth. And we have two users that have incredible stick skills, and we're gonna get action right away.
And this one is underway. Kick is away, goes out the back of the end zone. So Florida State will take over at their own 25 here to start the game. And it's going to be interesting, like we said, to see who they trot out there at quarterback because they do have the JUCO transfer Cincy Bowen that just came onto campus a few weeks ago. And coaches were really impressed by his athleticism.
Definitely got a lot of athleticism, could throw the ball too. A lot of pressure on him to step right into a program and take the starting job from under somebody else who's still on the roster. But he's got 15s, and that's Bowen's favorite number, so that's his guy.
Bowen, there he is, and he'll hand off to Toafili here to the right side. He'll break off a tackle, taken down after a gain of 3, so that'll make it 2nd and 7 here for the Seminoles.
Had a lot of nice blocking right there up the middle. There was only one defender that kind of slowed him down, but a great tackle on the first tackler's attempt right there, limiting him to just 3 points. Sorry, three yards.
So now they'll come out at their own 27-yard line. Bowen in the gun, Toafili the running back to his left. 3 wide with a tight end to the right side here. Oklahoma State showing some pressure there. A lot of guys in the box. Now Bowen making some changes here to the play. And he'll take the snap back to throw here. 2nd and 7. He'll throw into traffic, almost caught by the tight end, but it's knocked down incomplete. And it's a quick 3rd down here for Florida State.
Gutsy throw right there to throw it to traffic, especially with this Oklahoma State defense. They got a lot of good defenders. They were one of the top defenses in the nation last year, really stopping the run and causing turnovers. Their turnover differential was really insane. So 3rd and 7 right here, we might be looking at another pass through the air, but Bowen's unpredictable in offense. So
And there's going to be a timeout here called by Oklahoma State. Didn't like something that they saw there on this first 3rd down. They're going to try to get that corrected.
yeah, and what's really great about that is that you see the intelligence of the defensive mind of Sausages right there. He's going to use the timeout. It's worth it to burn it early if you don't have the right matchup and you don't have the right personnel, because early momentum in a new season is really big.
So now they come out again. 3rd and 7. We've got 3 tight to the right side there. Philly to the left of Bowen there in the gun. And then Douglas, the lone wide receiver, out wide to the left now. 3 down linemen here for the Cowboys. Bowen back to throw. Throwing quickly on the out route to Douglas. And he's going to turn up field and make a nice play. Ja'Kai Douglas, 17-yard pickup. And that'll be a 1st down for the Seminoles.
Yeah, sneaky good throw right there. Really snuck it in there. I was looking at that trips right set, and I was wondering if the pass pro was going to hold up, but it was a quick hitter, and we went back to the single backside, the single wide outside, and I think that was just enough diversion to get it done.
First and 10 now here from about their own 45-yard line now. 3 wide to the short side of the field. Bowen back to throw under pressure immediately. Got to get rid of it, and he's going to find Douglas again over the middle. Another big pickup by Douglas, 21 yards.
Yeah, and Douglas really making Bowen look good on those last two plays. That one was like a little bit out of reach. Most wide receivers aren't going to catch that, but the effort that he put forth on the last two plays, especially that one, back-to-back first downs, and now we're across the 50.
All the way down to the 35-yard line of Oklahoma State now. Florida State really finding their momentum offensively. Man in motion here. It's going to be a triple option. Pitch to Antonio Brown. He's going to cut back inside, trying to find some space, and he'll pick up 11 there on the option. Nice run there by Antonio Brown.
I mean, great user skills on display right there to make the most out of it at flat pass. Weaving, to the left and to the right, but great user skills also by the defender to make that crucial tackle because that would have went for more.
Now knocking on the door of the red zone here. It'll be first and 10 from the 24-yard line. Oklahoma State comes out in a 3-3-5. Bowen, quarterback in the gun for Florida State. 4 wide spread out. Making some changes here. Now he'll drop to throw. Has time. Oklahoma State only rushing 3. Now Bowen flush from the pocket. Going to roll out right. And he's going to get inside the 20 before he's taken down there. Gain of 4 on the play.
Credit the Oklahoma State defense, but also credit the quarterback for using the athleticism. Showed nice pocket presence, but again, you got to tip your cap to the defenders on the backside there. Oklahoma State not only shutting it down in the backfield, leaving him no confidence to throw, but also tracking him down from behind, not letting him get more.
It was a good play because Bowen, he can break those if you let him. And now it's going to be 2nd and 6 here from the 19. Antonio Brown in motion out to the left side now. Oklahoma State trying to find the matchup here. Bowen back to throw. Has time, looking deep, and it's Antonio Brown in the end zone. Touchdown, and Florida State's on the board first here.
That was a great pass. He led the receiver. If it would have been behind him at all, the trail technique defender would have been able to user that one and snag it out of the air. He led him just right into the open space the defense had vacated, and that's 6, quick 7 now for Florida State. I like what I saw from offense right there. They really didn't use the ground game that much. It wasn't that successful, but when he needed to get passes and once he completed a couple, he really got into a rhythm and showed that he could be dangerous with his arm.
Now Florida State set to kick it away here. A short kick inside the 20, and the tight end going to pick it up and return it past the 30 to about the 32. Dustin Harris on the return of that little pooch kick there.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, it was definitely a short one, shorter than we expected. Oklahoma State definitely knocked it out of the back of the end zone, so we know that kicker has the leg if it comes to a special teams battle. Florida State, on the other hand, we're not really sure. We'll have to wait to see how the rest of the kickoffs unfold. But Oklahoma State, we'll see what their offense does with a new quarterback.
And that is going to be quarterback Garrett Rangel, the sophomore, in at quarterback here to start things off for Oklahoma State. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle. And it's going to be number 23, Jay Nixon, breaking off a tackle. He's got space. He beat the defense. Here he goes.
What?
20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. The Cowboys answering one play.
A 68-yard TD run after it looked like he had gotten stopped in the backfield for TFL. That man must be hard to bring down. If he could keep up that type of effort, strength, and speed, and they could keep getting that kind of blocking going, it's going to be a dangerous, but also a good transition from one Spencer Sanders to this new Oklahoma State offensive. Man, that was just impressive. I'm at a loss for words right there. What'd you see, Idesh?
The entire secondary, it seemed like, jumped down to the right side of the offensive formation on that. And then when Nixon was able to spin off, there was just no one on the left side, and he was able to just take it to the house. A phenomenal play there by the running back. And now Toa Philly bringing this one out of his own end zone and going to get stopped inside the 20 at about the 17. So that's where Oklahoma State will pin Florida State as they try to put more points on the board and regain the lead.
Big field position discrepancy so far in this one. Even though we're only 3 possessions in, Florida State's average starting position is way behind Oklahoma State's.
They come out in the pistol for the first time, and Toafili going to bring the first carry here of the drive. 3-yard gain on that one. It'll make it 2nd and 7.
O-line got a great initial push, but weren't able to stick onto their blocks long enough for Toafili to get the carry and find the whole way to rally around him and bring him down just for a gain of 3. That was similar to a short gain that we saw on the ground in the first possession.
Now they go back to the gun. 2 tight end set here. You don't see this much from Florida State, but when they do, they usually have success with it. 2 wide receivers spread out. Bowen back to throw. Oklahoma State brings pressure, and he's going to find Freddie Cougar, the tight end, number 69, with a nice catch past midfield, past the 40,
Jesus.
Still breaking tackles, and finally brought down after a gain of 45 yards. What a play from Freddie Krueger.
I mean, somebody's worst nightmare right there. He owns the realm that he exists in. You don't want to fall asleep around him. Quarterback really threaded the needle right there, and Freddie Krueger making a huge rack play.
Now they go back to the pistol formation here. 3 wide receivers spread out. Antonio Brown in the slot to the right. It'll be first down from the 35-yard line. Toafili going to get the carry out of the pistol, and he's going to get brought down after a gain of only 2 on that play.
I mean, there was a lot of wide open space, but great run field by Oklahoma State. I know their coach's philosophy is stop the run first, and they're doing that so far. They've averaged only 2 and 3 yards a carry, and so if you could do that, you're going to force them into passes, and they might get some tight windows and cause those turnovers, but the Florida State quarterback has looked good so far. This is turning into a good one, Idesh.
It'll be 2nd and 8 now from about the 33-yard line. 4 wide spread out here. And now they're going to change up the formation here. Now you've got trips to the short side to the right. And Bowen going to take it on the QB power up the middle. And he'll get about 2 yards there on that one. Makes it 3rd and 6 now for the Seminoles.
I mean, the theme is unfolding. I mean, Bowen's a good player, but, you know, Oklahoma State, you got to tip their cap. They were one of the best teams against the run last season, and I think the defense could probably be reliable to stop the run again this season. And so far, they've caused a couple 3rd and longs.
Now they go 5 wide here on 3rd and 6. 4 down linemen for the Cowboys. Bowen making some changes. You've got Micah Pittman there to the right. Watch him, and he's going to – Bowen throws incomplete there. Jordan Reagan on the deflection there, trying to hit his man on that drag route, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, so what we got right there is a decision time. You know, you're within range. You're within field goal range. You know, if you have a kicker with a decent leg, looks like he's out there now.
And they will attempt this, a 49-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and it is just within that right upright there. It is good. And Florida State now regains the lead 10-7 with just over 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter.
And that's a good response given that they started on the 17-yard line.
And the kick is away here, and this is going to go out the back of the end zone. So Oklahoma State will take over at their own 25-yard line here, looking to duplicate their last drive, which was the one play, big play touchdown.
And that's why it was a good response by Florida State. But Oklahoma State definitely showing some explosiveness on that first possession. We'll see if they could duplicate that or if that was a fluke one time.
They come out in a gun here. Bubble screen here to the right side, and he's going to find his man.
Yeah.
And that'll be John Paul Richardson picking up 5 yards on the quick screen.
Yeah, one of the favorites over here for OK State. Stillwater calls him the Pope. I think that was the nickname opponent given anointed to him by the coach. Definitely heard him refer to him as the Pope.
We do have an
Toafili.
injury update for Florida State. Starting running back and kick returner Toafili is out for the game with a back strain. That's a big loss there for the Seminoles as Dent takes the carry up the middle. Actually, that was Nixon. 6 yards on that one. It'll be a first down for the Cowboys. Thoughts on the injury there?
I mean, that's your starting tailback and kick returner. So obviously, he has the skills that you want him to have as many touches as possible. We saw that he's a tough guy to bring down. Oklahoma State has had good tacklers so far, but he's going to be missed. So that might put more pressure on their passing game when they get the ball back. But a good tackle by the defender there and limiting him to just a few.
Quarterback back to throw now here for Oklahoma State. Forced out of the pocket, rolling right, and he's going to get tackled down after a gain of only 1 on that one. Garrett Rangel trying to show off the legs, but not much room to work.
Yeah, the Manic Hispanic, Garrett Rangel. He doesn't have the explosiveness of Spencer Sanders, but he has some athleticism himself. And with the coach just learning what he could do in this driver's seat, look for that to maybe pop for more later.
5 wide now here for Rangel. He's going to throw for the quick out there, and he's got his man, turns upfield, and it's another good play there. Talon Shetron, 17 yards on the pass.
The play calling, the precision passing, and the user sticks to weave past the first defender and get across the sticks and keep this drive alive after Florida State had their own good response. Huge here for the Cowboys.
That'll put him down on the 45-yard line of Florida State here. Rangel comes out in the gun. 2 running backs back there with him. It's going to be a handoff to Nixon to the right side, and he's going to have some room, but taken down from behind after a gain of 4.
What a huge tackle for number 28, Gant, I think. Made a big tackle earlier, and that one was huge because he had a lead blocker that was going to push up to the second level to the safety, and if he was able to get that block, that might have gone the distance. So what a tackle there, but good play design and good execution for the most part.
Now they come out in the gun again. Nixon to the right of Rangel back there, man in motion here. It'll be another handoff to Nixon up the middle. He's got the first down and more, breaks off a tackle and goes down after a gain of 9. So Nixon shouldering the load for the Cowboys here so far.
Hey, you notice it just as much as I do, huh? Nixon is showing us something back there. He gets the ball and he starts churning those legs quick. Last year they went with Richardson, and Richardson was a little bit slower of a starter, but a good finisher. But Nixon, he really gets out of the gate quick.
And they come out 3 wide receiver set. Rangel back to throw. Has time, looking wide open down the right sideline, step it, and he's into the end zone. Brennan Presley, 32 yards.
Yeah, and Presley is one of 2 Presleys on this squad, and he's the playmaker of the 2 Presleys, and he made a great step back after a beautiful pass hit him in stride, and Oklahoma State regains the lead. They got a lot of confidence on offense, getting it done in the air this time.
Extra point is up and good, so with little time left here in this first quarter, Oklahoma State regains the lead, 14-10 now over Florida State.
Yeah, and Florida State's missing their returner, so it's going to be interesting to see who their number 2 is. It looks like Ward. Oh, so we know Ward. Ward was their starting tailback last year, so he's still on the squad, and he's got the duties right here.
And that kick will go out the back of the end zone, so Florida State takes over at their own 25-yard line. But yeah, Trayshawn Ward comes in now for the injured running back that we saw earlier. It's going to be interesting to see if that changes up Florida State's game plan any.
Yeah, and Florida State all off season was just chomping at the bit to get this season started, and we could see why. They got a couple new toys, and we're going to see how Bowen's been planning to use them.
Bowen's making some changes here in the gun. Ward to his left. He'll drop to throw. Has some time. Now rolling out right. Going to drop it down. He's got Evie here. Makes a play and goes out of bounds after picking up 21 there. Nice pickup for the Seminoles to start this drive.
Huge nuts throw right there. The defender was right there on his hip, but he was forced into that throw due to the pass rush. The pass rush was starting to break loose. I saw 3 orange unis coming right on him, but Evie's just a monster, and he was able to get down the sideline. I thought he was going to keep in bounds, but spins out safely and keeping a lot of that stamina going for the rest of these 3 quarters remaining. There's a lot of ball game left.
And that is the end of the first quarter here. Oklahoma State leading 14-10 over Florida State here in AT&T Stadium. Bowen now in the gun. Bunch said he'll drop to throw. under pressure, going to swing it out right to Ward, who's going to get 3 yards before going out of bounds. So first time we've seen Trayshawn Ward get involved in the offense here.
Yeah, Trayshawn Ward showing what he could do out of the backfield. Definitely a threat. Still has a star underneath him. Um, but he was able to, if he was able to stay in bounds, he would have had definitely a first down. But good, reliable hands right there. Gets positive yards and good throw.
Bowen in the gun here, 3 wide. Freddy Krueger, the tight end, to the right side of the line there. Now Bowen back to the throw. It's a 3-man rush. He's going to find Antonio Brown on an underneath out route there. He'll pick up 9 before going down, and it's another first down as Florida State continues to march the ball down the field.
And that really is the headline, is that they've marched the ball each time they've gotten it. I know they got held to 3 on their last one, but they started way back at the 17, and they tried to push the ground game a little bit more, so credit to them for trying to stay balanced. But yeah, Brown with another quick hitter right there.
He's lined up here in the slot to the right as Bowen's in the gun on first down from about the 42-yard line of Oklahoma State. OK State showing pressure here. 7 men in the box. They're going to bring the pressure here, and he's going to find Ward on a quick little wheel route, and he's still on his feet somehow, and he'll pick up 9 before finally being wrestled down.
Ward has mastered the art of body surfing another player instead of going down and hitting the carpet. Somehow he wasn't called down. So we lead to 2nd and 1, which is always great because, now it's up to your creativity. Do you want to just move the sticks or you want to open it up a little bit? Bowen's 8 for 10 passing.
5 wide here for Bowen as they're bunched up. Now he motions Douglas out. 1-on-1 to the far right here. 2nd and 1. He'll drop to throw. 4-man rush for Oklahoma State. Bowen steps up, going to take off up the middle. Whoa. And diving for extra yardage. Lucky to hang on to that one as he picks up 12.
Good job by the O-line to kind of push the defensive tackle a little bit over to that left side, creating a little bit of a gap on the right side for Bowen to go through. He had an empty backfield, so he didn't have anybody leaking out of the field like Ward earlier to be that safety blanket, so he did it on his own. But yeah, the dive, man, I don't know.
Now they go a bunch set here again. First down, knocking on the door of the red zone at the 21-yard line. Bowen in the gun. Oklahoma State in the nickel here. Now Ward motions up just off the right side of the line here. Bowen back to throw. It's a 3-man rush for Oklahoma State. Bowen running out right, but he's contained.
Jesus.
No, he breaks the tackle. Oh, my goodness. Great jump move. Now Bowen takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Oh, what a call. You're giving me chills, man. And so is the players. These guys have user skills for days. And I know that they've been doing tackling drills on the other side of the ball. And somebody's going to get an earful for just not wrapping up on that tackle attempt, right? But it's like you see the quarterback and you just want to level him. But it seems like Bowen's got a few rocks in his pockets, doesn't go down too easily, and has the skills to get through, making something out of nothing. That's probably the most dangerous thing about a quarterback. When they can't get it done with their arm, they're able to improvise with their legs.
Kickoff is away here, and Oklahoma State going to bring it out deep within their own end zone here. Going to try to find some space to the left side, runs backwards, and tackle down inside his own 15. Shetron there on the return.
Yeah, Oklahoma State got to take a little breather right here. Can't try to get it all back in one play, and you're only down 3. You just keep scoring your 7 at a pop. You're going to regain this lead really easily. FSU with a really impressive play right there, but with so much time left in this game, everybody's got to keep it cool and stick to the script, stick to this game plan that's working.
And their game plan has been working so far. That run game with Nixon has been very effective as they start this drive at their own 14-yard line here. Quick bubble screen out to the right side. And he's got some blocks, and he's going to get out past the 15 to about the 17-yard line. John Paul Richardson on the reception.
It's really weird how John Paul Richardson caught that ball. It seemed to slow down a little bit. Usually he's a lot more electric and sliding and being able to accelerate. Had some downfield blocks. I really thought that had a little bit more left to it, but still a positive gain right there. Good play.
That'll make it 2nd and 6 now at their own 17-yard line. Garrett Rangel 4 for 4 on passes here so far to start this game as we near 4.5 minutes remaining before halftime. 4 wide spread out for Oklahoma State. Quick throw on the comeback route. Breaks a tackle, but goes down finally. It's Jaden Bray on that reception. It's a pickup of 11 and a first down for the Cowboys.
Beautiful timing on that curl route right there. Got in front of the defender, basically boxed him out with his body. Didn't let him get anywhere near that pass. Secured the pass, broke a tackle, and without that second tackler over there and being Johnny on the spot, he would have been streaking down the sidelines. Great play and a first down.
So that'll make it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line here. Florida State coming out in the nickel with the extra defensive back there on the field. 4 wide spread out for the Cowboys here. Rangel now changing the play. Nixon to the right of him, and it's going to be a handoff to Nixon. And he stopped immediately. The defender snuffed that one out, came in untouched, and dropped him in the backfield for a loss of 2.
The chess match is on. The chess match is on. You see a lot of a pre-play adjustments happening on both sides right there. And he just guessed right. He just intuitively burst through the gap, left all his other duties, and tackled for a loss.
Now 2nd and 12 after that one. Play action to Nixon. Rangel back to throw. Finds a man on the in route there, and it's going to be Brennan Presley picking up the first. Gain of 12 on that one.
Ballsy, an impressive throw right there. Good decision to not take the shorter route. Had a bad angle on that. The window for that one was probably a little bit earlier. Went for the deeper one and moved the sticks. I like this kid, Rangel. He's been perfect so far.
That'll set them up near the 40-yard line with a first down. Rangel still perfect passing on the day, 6 for 6 on the day. Now he's got 3 wide out to the right. Nixon to his right in the gun here. Florida State showing some pressure here. They rush only 3. Rangel has plenty of time. Now going to step up, going to take off with it, past the first down, and he'll slide down near the 46-yard line of Florida State. So Oklahoma State back in positive territory here.
Everything is going beautifully for Oklahoma State on offense. They had that one first possession where, unbelievably, they had all the broken tackle, momentum with them, and they're having to work for it now, but they're across the 50, and their offense is rolling.
5 wide here, and it's going to be another bubble screen to Richardson. This time he's got space down the sideline, and he'll pick up 12 before finally being pushed out of bounds. A quick hitter there. They love that little bubble screen to Richardson.
And again, those receivers on that side, Idej, we saw it earlier. Those guys are getting good blocks downfield. If Rangel could stop getting stuck in the mud and just straighten it out quicker, he will be racing down the sidelines. I know Coach is going to get into his ear and talk to him about that. Not sure what he's seeing out there or why he's taking those angles, but once they get that figured out, it's going to be a big play.
And now you've got someone else in at quarterback here. Is Nixon going to take the carry? He's got space on the counter. Big run there, and he's going to get all the way down to the 11 on the handoff there. 24-yard pickup there on that one.
And me likey everything about that. New quarterback, but same halfback, and he explodes once he gets the ball. And that little hurdle right there got him a couple extra yards at the end. You love the way he finished that one. Florida State, if they want to protect this lead, they're going to have to hold them to 3.
Oklahoma State back in the red zone here. Rangel in the gun, 4 wide for him. Nixon to his left. 4-3 setup here for the Seminoles, and they are going to rush 4. Rangel has time, though, and he's going to find his man Richardson again on the drag, turns upfield, and tiptoes into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State, as they regain the lead.
I mean, this guy might be a better thrower than Spanders was. Is it too early to say that? Should I not badmouth the guys who aren't here anymore? Jesus, what a throw on the money. Caught it in stride. And the way that they use him all over the field is just incredible. He's been to the right, he's been to the left, and now he's over there going middle left. Really impressive. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. The ball hasn't hit the ground yet, Idej.
Now with just under 3 minutes remaining before halftime, Oklahoma State back out in front 21-17 as Florida State will take over at their own 25-yard line here, looking to regain that lead.
Yeah, Florida State's, going to keep balanced, right? We saw a little bit more of the run out of them. They haven't gotten the big explosive play out of the run game yet, but you never know when one of those are going to pop. And all it takes is a few good blocks, and we've seen them get them. One of those could pop off, And plus, their quarterback has been in control against a good defense. Only one possession settling for three separates this ball game so far. Otherwise, they've been pretty much perfect. There have been some tight window throws.
Now Bowen in the gun on 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff to Ward up the middle, and it's going to be a good run here, 5 yards on first down. Good pickup.
Yeah, you definitely like to start off with that kind of a run after a good drive by Oklahoma State and finishing with 7. He ran into his own guy a little bit right there. No one's fault, but if he had a clearer path, he would have been at the second level making a move on a safety.
And now with 2.5 minutes remaining here before halftime, it's going to be another handoff, this time to Benson to the left side. Finds a nice hole and will pick up 8, and that'll move the chains here for the Seminoles. And George, do you think Florida State wants this to be the final drive of the half?
I mean, game management says that it's got to be, because every time Oklahoma State has touched the ball, they've scored, and you don't want to give them another score. So you want to do two things. You want to stay in your rhythm, but you also want to pick and prod where you can to try to make this absolutely the last possession of the half.
Bowen in the gun, 2 running backs back there with him. 3 wide, spread out. He'll drop to throw. Throwing quickly to the right side, but it's jumped and picked off. Oklahoma State picks it off and brings it all the way back inside the 15. What a play. Jabbar Muhammad jumps the out route, and Oklahoma State with a chance to extend the lead.
Make a name for yourself, young man. Beautifully jumped that one. Looked like it was going to get into the receiver's hands, and now Oklahoma State has a chance to take a 2-score advantage.
Handoff here to the left side, and it's going to be Quentin Stewart on the carry. 7-yard pickup there on first down.
Gotta love it that, after a big play like that, they don't hunt for the end zone right away. Understanding game clock management at this point, putting it on the ground and maybe playing a little bit of keep away that we just talked about on the other side. Maybe they're doing it now.
3 wide to the short side of the left side here. Wrangle in the gun, Nixon to his right. Florida State showing some pressure. 7 guys in the box. It's a handoff to Nixon to the left side. He's trying to find some space, not finding much. Goes down after a gain of only 1.
Even with Nixon's speed, he wasn't able to get to the edge. The Seminoles had that covered up. Great edge control right there by the Seminoles, making it hard for Oklahoma State to get in. If they could hold them to 3, then they're still within 7, and that's what they're looking to do.
Wrangle in the gun here on 3rd and 2. Quick throw here for Richardson. Makes a man miss on the bubble screen, and this time he'll get in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
I think that's multiple touchdowns now for Richardson, and it's 3 TDs for the new QB. Incredible play right here. They're at 10 already, and they're looking like they are rolling on offense.
Extra point is up and good. So with under 90 seconds remaining before halftime, Oklahoma State extends the lead 28-17, and Florida State going to need to do something here on offense, George.
Florida State has scored on most of their possessions. There's only been one possession where they had to forfeit the ball. It was, that pick where, you got to credit the defense. But they had it going on the ground game right before that throw. And when Cincy Bowen has time to survey the field and has multiple level options, a deep level option, a mid-level option, and then something out of the flat or something short, he's been really effective. Plus, he has his legs, so look for him to maybe not press and force a pass this time.
3 wide to the left here for Bowen. Ward to his right. They'll drop to throw here. Oklahoma State brings 4. He's going to find Antonio Brown over the middle, wide open. Turns up field. Pickup of about 12 as the clock stops with 1:20 left.
Yeah, and right there, that's all about having multiple options to throw to and just trusting your pass pro. Really, really good pass pro right there.
They're going to hurry up here to the line. Bowen trying to get the play barked out here to the team here as it is loud in Jerry World. Bowen back to throw. Now stepping up, trying to get rid of it, and he's going to get taken down. Gain of 1 on that one as he tried to scramble.
Yeah, tried to scramble. Center sort of got in his way a little bit, had a cut to the left a little bit, and that's what let that defensive tackle slide right back to him.
Now, it's going to change the play up. Clock ticking now. We come up on 50 seconds left before halftime. 4 wide here. Brown in the slot to the left. It's in a pistol formation. Bowen back to throw. Throwing quickly. He's found Evie on the comeback there to the left side. He'll pick up 15. It's a first down. And Florida State's at the 46 of Oklahoma State now.
Yeah, hit his big target, Evie, right there, just using that big body, boxing out the defender on that one. Broke a tackle. Good thing there was a second tackler there to bring him down.
4 wide here for Bowen in the pistol. He'll drop to throw. Has time. Looking deep for Brown. And the defender, Jordan Reagan, got up and knocked it down. Almost picked it off. Cincy Bowen, lucky that wasn't going the other way.
Huge missed opportunity for Oklahoma State. They really could have shut the door on this possession and any chance for Florida State to make any points there. That hit him in the hands. Read that beautifully. That was good coverage. Bowen tried to thread the needle right there. Didn't get the pass that he thought he would have.
Florida State goes 4 wide here. Bowen in the gun. Oklahoma State in the nickel here. Bowen back to throw, has some time, looking. He's going deep down the middle of the field for Antonio Brown, and he mossed him. Caught it and goes down inside the 5, down after a gain of 42 yards. First and goal, Seminoles.
So much outstanding play by everyone on that. The defensive end, the right tackle, the quarterback, the defender, the DB, making it very difficult. But, of course, the biggest and best play of them all, Antonio Brown, like you said, mossing him, bringing him to 4, and having a chance to get into this, cut into this lead.
Tight formation here with Bowen in the gun. 30 seconds left before halftime. He'll drop to throw. Has time now looking, and he's got Pittman, and a great play by the defender, laying out and knocking that ball down, preventing the score. It'll be second down now.
I'm shocked that that's deflected. Holy shit. Also, Bowen could have had something with his legs right there. That boy is agile. If he would have bought a little bit more time, he gunned it in there. Just a second down pass. No harm, no foul. Let's replay the down.
Second and goal here. Bunch formation. And Travis now into the game. Going to take it up the middle on the QB power. Jordan Travis, his first play of the game. And it goes nowhere. Third and goal now here from the 4 coming up for the Seminoles.
That worked for him to the count of, I believe, 17 times last year. I think when I checked the stats, Travis had 17 rushing touchdowns from the quarterback position last year. So Bowen's got a lot of faith in him. Coach Bowen has a lot of faith in him. And with the extra timeout, why not?
23 seconds left here in the second quarter. They go 4 wide. Bowen in the gun. 4 down linemen here for Oklahoma State. Bowen making some changes here at the line. He'll drop to throw. 4-man rush from the Cowboys. Now Bowen has time. Going to take off with the legs, and he will get into the end zone from 4 yards out. Touchdown, Florida State. And they're not going away easy, George.
Oh, hell no. They just answered back. I mean, like I said, they've scored on 4 of their 5 possessions. So they've definitely been able to score a lot of points. There was only one time where Bowen settled for the field goal. He could have easily went for it on 4th and probably would have converted it. But to be honest with you, what you saw right there was a player who has an ability to use his legs and being smart about that instead of trying to, force a pass there in the goal line and come up with nothing. We saw the incredible defensive play from the lunging defender with the deflection on the play previously to that on first down.
Oklahoma State going to bring this one deep out of their own end zone here. Shetron gets stopped inside his own 20 after a 23-yard return. 16 seconds left before halftime. Only one timeout for Oklahoma State. You got to think they just take this one into the locker room here, George.
I mean, I think trying to score in this position is probably pushing your offense a little bit faster pace than what they've been at. So it's going to be interesting to see how aggressive Oklahoma State is on this possession.
They've got 4 wide here. Garrett Rangel in the gun. Nixon to his left. 7 men in the box here for Florida State. Rangel gonna throw. Finds a quick out route here, and he'll go out of bounds after a pickup of 14. That's Brendan Presley out at the 32-yard line there. So it looks like the Cowboys may try to go for some points here.
beautifully executed. Got the pass pro that he needed with a lot of players lurking around the line of scrimmage and seemingly rushing on that one. But Rangel, with excellent timing and great ball placement, got that one out of bounds.
4 wide here for the Cowboys. Wrangle in the gun. 12 seconds left here before halftime. He'll drop to throw. Looking, going over the middle, and he's got his guy. No, he dropped it incomplete.
The guy was open, but the safety was right on top of it. Jarred the ball loose with a bone-crunching hit, and that leads to the incomplete pass. I do like the decision to go over the middle right there. You had enough time on the clock to get a first down and go no huddle with keeping a timeout, but now we might be getting to the last 2 plays here.
Got his man on the comeback route, up the right sideline, past the 35, and he goes out of bounds smartly with 2 seconds left, and they are set up in field goal range, George.
Smart play to get out of bounds. He knew that if he was going to try to beat him with speed down the sideline, the defender had the angle, so he dips out of bounds with 2 seconds, and yes, the kicker does have the leg to hit it from here.
50-plus yarder here coming up for Oklahoma State, and Florida State will call a timeout.
Why not?
Try and ice the kicker.
Yeah, you can't take them with you, right? Don't know what Oklahoma State has unlocked in the coach tree. I don't know if this is going to be a legit icing or not, but they're not going to take their timeout.
Here we go. Final play of the first half. The kick is up, and it is good by a mile. And Oklahoma State will take a 7-point lead into the locker room. It's 31-24 as we pause here for halftime, George. What'd you think of that first half?
I think what you said, actually, you talked it into existence. High-flying action from offense, 2 high-powered offenses, getting it done. Just looking at the stat sheet here, first downs pretty much even. The score sheet is not even. We saw 1 field goal. So, that's where the difference came from. And then a touchdown every time for Oklahoma State, except they ran out of time right there, so they had to settle for 3. But total offense, pretty even, right? A slight advantage to Florida State. And look at the ground game. Minus that 1 huge run from Oklahoma State, that's a pretty even box score there for rushes as well. The passing game, slightly in favor of Florida State, but the efficiency from Oklahoma State is what stands out with the 3 touchdowns through the air. Third down conversions, Oklahoma State's favor. And, maybe the biggest thing that I haven't mentioned, worth mentioning, is the turnovers, man. That 1 interception, probably the difference in this game right now.
Yeah, that 1 turn now led to 7 points for Oklahoma State, and that is the difference here at halftime. And also, Oklahoma State's only faced third down 1 time, so that's how potent their offense has been here in this first half. They are playing absolutely phenomenally. Florida State's defense going to need to do something here in the second half to slow them down.
Yeah, they got off to a quick start with that 1 huge run from Nixon, right? That just, got everybody, really charged up, and they started flying around and making plays, having a lot of confidence after that big play.
Kickoff is away here. It's another pooch kick here. Tight end going to take it at the 25, and he'll get it out to about the 37-yard line. Taylor Maturko there on that one. It's a great starting field position here for Oklahoma State to open up the second half with this 7-point lead.
Yeah, big man getting a little rumble right there. Great field position for Oklahoma State continues, but Florida State does that, to keep it out of the returner's hands, as special teams can get dicey sometimes for some of these players.
Trips out to the left here for Wrangle, and the Oklahoma State under pressure and just going to throw this one away out of bounds, incomplete. It'll be a second down coming up here for Oklahoma State.
Yeah, a little bit of delayed pressure right there. Didn't come immediately. Looked like he could have had some targets there on the left, as most of his targets were there on that side. But once he settled in the pocket and surveyed the field, That rush really got into his face when he tried to bail.
Now they go 4 wide here, or 3 to the left, and it's going to be another
Oh,
quick little bubble screen here to the left side. He's got some space out there, past the 40, jumps and knocked off his feet and falls hard, but he picks up 31, a big play, and those screen passes are continuing to work for the Cowboys, George.
I mean, he got it out to him so fast that the defender, got pancaked, and then the other defender got just beaten foot speed to the sideline, and he was racing down it.
Now they go 4 wide here, the Cowboys. 4 down linemen for Florida State. They'll rush 4. Wrangle has plenty of time. Tries to throw it to Nixon out of the backfield and just took his eyes off of it and drops it. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on in the coding in this game, but I've watched 3 games right now where the ball is just hitting off of the targets' helmets instead of their hands. I don't get it. This is the 3rd game that I've seen now where the ball just hits the guy in the head, and I don't know what's happening.
4 wide here for Oklahoma State, and he's going to try to find the tight end, and he will out to the right. That's number 28, Blaine Green on the pickup, 16 yards, and another 1st down for the Cowboys.
Beat that man on man coverage with the out route there. Looked like he was running a corner, and man, just hit the back foot, and Rangel just throw it right to him. Great job there. Now we're inside the 20.
They'll go 4 wide here as they've got the backup quarterback in. Nixon to his right. It will be a handoff to Nixon here on the read option, it looked like. And he'll take it for 6 there to the left side. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, and you see a big hit right there. Nixon been so reliable, but taking a big hit for one of the first times that we've seen today. And FSU might be trying to get a turnover here by laying some wood here, trying to maybe cause a fumble, get a even up on the turnover, and try to get this lead.
2 wide receivers. Now they'll motion the tight end Green out 1-on-1 to the right. 2 running backs back there with the quarterback, and it's going to be the read option here. Handed off to Quentin Stewart, and he'll get about a yard. And for just the 2nd time today, the Cowboys will face a 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and manageable. Plus, they're already in the safe territory of being able to pick up 3 as long as they don't make a mistake turning over the ball here, which is absolutely what Florida State is just foaming at the mouth to try to get back to a 0-0 tied game here. So this is the chess match is on again, Idesh.
Wrangle now back in at quarterback. They go 4 wide. Nixon to his right. 3 to the left side of the field here. 4 down lineman for Florida State.
Oh.
Handoff Nixon to the left side, and he's going up the middle, and he's going to pick up the 1st down, 5-yard carry, and it's 1st and goal here for the Cowboys.
Use your defender, try to shoot the gap right there in the middle between the center and guard, and fell down pre-play. Couldn't regain his feet, and that's a good 1st down for Oklahoma State. Now it's really hard to stop them with 1st and goal inside the 5.
3 wide receivers here. Wrangle in the gun. He's got 2 running backs back there. Puts one in motion. Play action here. Now Wrangle rolling right, and he's going to take off with it and into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Yeah, showing his legs that he could taste the end zone and do it on his own. Man, he has accounted for so many touchdowns today. What an unbelievable performance to step into big set of shoes left by Spencer Sanders, who had that Oklahoma State team. They're ranked 13 right now, but they were in the national title hunt for most of the season last year. Almost the wire-to-wire front runner for the NWO as they got off to a quick start. And at the end of their season, they lost a couple games, but they're definitely looking like they got things squarely in control now.
Ward going to bring this one out of his own end zone here and goes down near the 20. And that's where Florida State will set up now, down 14 points here and looking to inch back into this one.
Yeah, the Cowboys defense. It's all about the Cowboys defense right now. Cowboys defense smells blood in the water. They're going to take some chances. They don't want to let Florida State have a free pass to some easy points here, some easy quick points, but they do want to shut the door and slam it shut on these guys. One more turnover might do it, Idej. Florida State has to have ball security on this possession.
They go 3 wide here on first down. They bring Bowen in motion, fake it to him. Bowen back to throw. Now looking and almost intercepted. Jordan Reagan with his 3rd pass breakup of the day there. He was trying to fit it to his tight end, but underthrew it there.
I think the saying, Idej, is that's why they play defense.
Yeah, definitely. That could have been his 3rd pick that he's dropped there. Now it makes it 2nd and 10 here. They go tight formation here with Bowen in the gun. Ward to his right. Making some changes there at the line. And he'll drop to throw. Has plenty of time looking, and he finds Wright on the corner route. He's behind the defense, and the shoelace tackle saves a touchdown.
Yeah.
Winston Wright, 32 yards, and almost took it to the house.
Should have absolutely took it to the house. Strafed back to the inside and gave the defender just enough time to have his arms wide open. The leaping tackle saves the day.
4 wide formation here for Bowen. They're loving this 4 wide here. 6 men in the box now for Oklahoma State. They rush 4. Quick throw to the right side, and another dangerous pass there broken up. Defender got a hand on it and knocked it down, incomplete.
I mean, I think they've completely, it's an afterthought, or maybe they have completely abandoned the run game here. You know, you're down 2 scores, so you want to get them back. But if you're just going to go pass from here on out, I mean, you create a lot of opportunities for the defense to just ball hawk.
Bowen back to throw, looking over the middle. He finds his tight end Evie there, and he'll pick up 14 on that one. So a good first down pickup for the Seminoles there. Has him in business at the 36-yard line.
13 completions for 20, just over 50, maybe 60% passing for Bowen here. But he has a lot on his shoulders as they're just passing every single play.
Tight formation again here for Bowen as they go no huddle. Trying to get the play out here. 4th down lineman for Oklahoma State. They only rush 3. Bowen rolling right. Going to find Wright underneath here. Trying to make something happen. Breaks off 1 tackle and then gets slammed down. Huge hit there as Winston Wright only picks up 3.
Yeah, our boy Coach Brusso has an emote for that one. God, he got his head ripped off. I mean, really good moves to get past the first guy. But that was a lot of on the ball, audibling, hot routing. A lot of time got ticked off on that one. So even though you're trying to go fast, kind of went a little bit slow on that one.
2nd and 7 now here from about the 32-yard line. Bowen back to throw. It's a 3-man rush. He has time, and he's going to find Douglas there. He's got a block inside the 5 and knocked out at the 4. Ja'Kai Douglas, first time we've called his name here in the second half with a 28-yard pickup, and it's 1st and goal for Florida State.
Yeah, the Seminoles really want to finish this possession right here by scoring 7 and getting back into this one. But Oklahoma State's defense is hitting hard right now, really trying to draw the bar loose, trying to get one last turnover and close the door on the Seminoles.
4 wide here. Bowen in the gun. Ward to his left. He'll drop to throw. Has time. Looking over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off. Huge play there. Threw it into traffic one too many times, and his luck ran out. And Oklahoma State bring it the other way. They're going to call that a touchback.
It was a first down after the incredible play just preceded it. And I really would have liked to see Bowen get out of the pocket, use that athleticism, extend the play. Don't just settle for the first read and try to beat the defense. They were trying to hawk everything and get the turnover, and they ultimately did.
Nixon on the carry here to start the ensuing drive for the Cowboys, and he'll pick up 5. Over 125 yards now for Nixon on the day.
Yeah, and Oklahoma State's got to probably switch gears here to, keep it out of the air as much as possible and, run the clock out, burn a little bit of this clock out. If they take a 5-6 minute drive right here and put it in the end zone, really will end the game essentially. But if they continue to have confidence in the passing game, you're going to let Florida State have one more chance at this game of getting an interception themselves. Even though Rangel looks good so far, overconfidence could get you too. Oh, holy shit.
And he's going downfield deep, left sideline. Beat the defense inside the 10 and down to the 5. It's Brennan Presley, 70 yards. And we are in AT&T Stadium, so how about them Cowboys?
How about that? Did that wide receiver give himself up to take some more time off this clock? Did the defenders just have that much speed to tackle him? I'm not sure. Did he run out of gas? I don't know.
Garrett Rangel now going to keep it on the read option, realizes it's going nowhere, and immediately slides down to avoid the hit. But what a pass there. Going deep downfield, saw his guy burn the defense and just laid it out there. What a play there.
What a play on that slide. He was about to get his head ripped off and lose the fucking ball.
Smart move there by the young quarterback. Now it's 2nd and goal, back at the 9, 4 wide. He'll drop to throw and going to dump it off underneath here to Nixon, able to hold on to that one. Picks up 4. It'll be 3rd and goal now.
Yeah, they're in complete control right here. We just saw similar situation by the other team. They went to the air and it got ripped out of the air by the defense. Safest plays here, keeping it on the ground and using the athleticism of your quarterback to maybe extend the play if it's going to be a pass at all.
Now you've got Rangel in the pistol here, 3rd and goal. And he'll drop to pass here, looking, going to try to set up a screen here for Nixon, going nowhere, going backwards, a loss of 6 on that one. It'll be 4th and goal after that one.
Great possession by Oklahoma State. They moved the ball all the way down into scoring position, and now they have an easy chip shot field goal here. That's going to put them up 3 scores, and with just 8 minutes left to play in game time of this game, that might be the icing on the cake.
The kick is up, and it is good, so it will be a 17-point lead here for the Cowboys. They lead it now 41-24 with just under a minute remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, so what pressure was on Florida State just got worse. That turnover when you're all the way at the other team's red zone, right there at the goal line, just as disaster. Now you got to fight uphill against this defense the whole way through, get it into the end zone, get a quick stop, do it again, and then somehow do it again. Really a tough task for Florida State. We'll see what their game plan is to finish this one out.
They'll take over here at their own 25-yard line, and now Travis comes in at quarterback. And they go 5 wide, spread out here for him. He will drop to throw, has time, finds Wright on a drag route, and he's lit up again. Winston Wright for the 2nd time, hit hard, and dropped after a gain of only 2.
Cowboys are just laying the lumber right now, just making every single receiver pay for whatever he catches.
2nd and 8 after that one. Travis back to throw, has plenty of time all day back there to throw. And now he's going to look to the right side, finds Douglas, caught and hit immediately, but he'll pick up 13, and it's a 1st down for Florida State.
Great job by Travis to come back and find him. He was looking at a couple other targets. Douglas was there for a long time, all by himself, went through the reads and eventually found him. Moved the sticks.
1st and 10 from about their own 41-yard line. Travis now forced out of the pocket, rolling right, and he's not going to get away from the pressure. Sacked on the play for a loss of 3. Xavier Benson gets the Cowboys' 1st sack for the defense.
Yeah, and that's a really good athletic play right there. We've seen Travis from last year be able to make some things happen with his legs, and he probably thought he had a for sure 1st down right there, but great play by the on the edge.
And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. Get those 4s up in chat, everyone. We've had a great game, and we go to the 4th quarter. Oklahoma State leads this one 41-24.
Yeah, Oklahoma State has looked really good with the new quarterback. That's been the most impressive part. They're seemingly bringing back the same defense that they had from last year, just swarming and causing turnovers, stopping the run.
Bowen now back in at quarterback to start the fourth quarter. 2nd and 13, looking on the wheel route, overthrows his tight end there. There is a flag on the play, and it's going to be defensive pass interference. So that'll be a 13-yard penalty and an automatic first down here for the Seminoles.
Yeah, what we saw right there was the user or wide receiver get clicked on and then try to go through the defender because the defender was really trying to grab that ball himself and get another pick out of it. And they called it pass interference.
Bowen back to throw now after the penalty. Just going to dump it off to Freddie Krueger, and he's hit immediately after a gain of only 4 on that one.
Would have been nice if Freddie would have bounced that from the sideline and upfield rather than back to the inside of the field, but picked up 4 right there. Gotta turn that upfield, Freddie.
They go no huddle here. 2nd and 6 as we come up on 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Bowen back to throw, throwing quickly to the left side, and it's going to be Kendall Daniels getting his hand on that one. That one probably should have been intercepted as well, but it falls incomplete and it's third down.
God damn it, Daniels. Daniels led the nation last year in interceptions, but when he needed one the most last year, he let us down, and boy did he let us down on that one. That boy can be one of the best Cowboys ever in the secondary if he just grabs all the opportunities that are given to him.
3rd and 6 now here. Florida State 2 for 3 on third down so far here today. Looking to convert yet again as Bowen in at quarterback. He'll drop to throw. He's got 5 wide. Going to find Krueger on a slant here, and he's going to pick up the first down and more. 15 yards for Freddie Krueger, and it's first down Florida State.
Great job getting it done right there, surveying the field. Got the pass pro, let that pass develop, and Freddie was able to find some space, and it hasn't been easy all day against this Oklahoma State defense.
Bowen back to throw now, rolling out right, gonna fire, and he's got Evie. He's got space inside the 10, and he's gonna be tackled down at the 9. First and goal here for the Seminoles. Actually, it's gonna be 1st and 10. They place him back outside of the 10-yard line.
Incredible extension of the play by Bowen with his legs right there. That pass rush was coming for him. The pass pro was good initially, started to break down, but he felt it, broke out of the pocket, found his man on the run.
Bowen back to throws. They go no huddle. He's got Krueger on the wheel route, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And this one's not over yet, as they're an extra point away from making it a 10-point game with just under 6 minutes left.
Yeah, a lot of time left. But the difficult thing has been stopping Oklahoma State. But Florida State doesn't have a turnover yet. If they get one of those, then anything can happen.
Extra points up and good. So with 5:55 remaining, it's Oklahoma State 41, Florida State 31.
Yeah, last time Oklahoma State had the ball, I expected them to run the ball a little bit. Oh, we're going to see an onside attempt. The adjustments being made by Oklahoma State now.
Do you think this is a bit early for an onside kick?
I thought so.
Here?
Yeah, I think you got 3 timeouts. You try to make a defensive stop, force a turnover, and then after you do that, score, then you go for the onside kick.
And it is easily recovered there by the Cowboys, and Trey Rucker gets it and goes down. So that'll be good starting field position for Oklahoma State at the 43-yard line of Florida State.
But I understand the concept also because it's just a 10-point difference. If they can hold them to a field goal here, then they're just still down 2 scores like they already are. We're almost in field goal range already for the kicker, so it would be hard to knock them out of field goal range. Of course, if you get an interception or a fumble or something like that, then you're playing with the house's money and everything's back on the table.
Pringle in at quarterback here in the pistol. He's got the tight end to the right side, handoff to Nixon up the middle, and he'll get a gain of about 2 there on that one.
Yeah, it looked like Jaden Nixon almost found a crevice right there. Really did a good job of being patient because the first run fit was filled. Looked like he was going to try to hit it a little bit backside with some patience there, but there was one other defender that just got enough of him to get him on the ground. I saw him being a little bit tougher to bring down earlier in the game, but good job by FSU on that one.
So it'll be 2nd and 8 now here. 3 wide out to the left, tight into the right of the line here. Rangel back to throw. Now throwing for his tight end. It's a great play by the Florida State defender to knock that ball down incomplete. So the clock will stop with 5:20 remaining here. 3rd and 8 coming up.
This is what makes the NWO so good. Like both of these guys are really fucking good. I love that call by the offense, but just great user play there by the defender. Had to jump on it, really shut that down. Got to shut it down again.
4 wide here, and he's got a man deep. Going for it, goes up and makes the great over the shoulder catch. It's Taylor Shetron, 39 yards, all the way down to the 1 yard line. 1st and goal. How about them Cowboys?
Smelling blood once again inside the 1 yard line with a 1st and goal. Nearly impossible to stop at this point. What an impressive throw and catch.
1st and goal. Rangel under center for one of the few times here today. They go in the I formation, man in motion here. It's going to be a goal line stand here. Nixon bouncing it out to the left side and actually dropped in the backfield. Loss of 3 on that one.
Really love how Florida State just followed their intuition, stuck with their gut feeling on that one. They sensed that it was going to be up the middle, and they stuck with it. They smashed the goal. They smashed the goal line right there in the middle, jammed everybody up, forced Nixon to go to the outside. Has the speed, but they had edge defenders out there too. Good job. Got to stop them 4 times, though. There's going to be a really tall order. Might see Oklahoma State go for it, even on 4th down.
Florida State with only 3 down linemen as we go 2nd and goal from the 3. I formation. It's a pitch play to Nixon out
Great
to the
blocking.
right. He's got space, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
The way they had that blocked up, when your wide receiver can get that good of a seal on the corner, you don't have any more integrity there on and you could go as wide as you want. Use the speed to the outside on the toss play. Great call, better execution. And Oklahoma State in a dominant position right now, up by 17 once again.
4:16 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Oklahoma State with a 48-31 lead here on the Seminoles as the kickoff is away, and it will go out the back of the end zone. Seminoles take over at their own 25.
You know, this game has been really, really close. Obviously, Oklahoma State has played better, but this game has really come down to 2 turnovers, right? 2 turnovers, led to 14 points. 14 points is the key difference in this ball game right now. If 14 points weren't scored by Oklahoma State on interceptions that they earned, that they took away, but by mishaps by Florida State, it would be a 1-possession game. But if bands or butts, candy and nuts, right?
Yeah, definitely. Is Travis able to scramble for 14 yards there? Some missed opportunities for the Seminoles has led to this deficit here as they try to climb back into it with just over.
Yeah, and the big story here is the new quarterback for Oklahoma State. My God. You also got a new running back for Oklahoma State. The new halfback seems explosive. New quarterback seems to be, the man on campus right now. And I liked what I seen out of Bowen. Would have liked to see what we would have saw of Toafili, had he not gotten hurt. But Florida State just not able to stop. Whoa!
So many broken tackles by Bowen on that one, refusing to go down. Finally does after picking up 12, and good chunky yardage there for the Seminoles.
That man's got heart. He has no quit in his body whatsoever. That is a player to watch going forward. Once Bowen figures out exactly how to use him, it's going to be a problem with him and Travis giving each other breathers and breaks.
Travis in the gun now 5 wide. 3.5 minutes remaining in this one. He's going to throw quickly to the left side. Finds Evie. Makes a man miss, and he's got some space down the left sideline inside the 20. And goes down near the 17-yard line there. Good pickup for the Seminoles.
Yeah, big 33-yard gain right there. Evie the guy's 6'7", so he has a wingspan and arm length that nobody else in the NWO has. He was able to just reach up out of the sky and grab that one.
Now they'll go 5 wide yet again here. 3 to the short side of the left side here. Travis throwing quickly over the middle behind his guy, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
We see a reason right there why Bowen probably has been able to get so much run here with his first day as a Seminole because of a pass like that by Travis. That was definitely behind him. If he would have let him, he would have been caught and run, maybe a chance for a first down and score.
Bowen back to throw now on 2nd and 10, rolling out to the right, going to turn upfield, now cutting back to the left. He's got space. He's going to get in the end zone, jumping for it, somersaulting in from 17 yards out. It's a touchdown for the Seminoles, and they're an extra point from making it a 10-point game again with just over 3 remaining.
That's exactly the kind of play that I expect from that player. When I saw that player, that's the new quarterback they're going to, that's exactly the kind of play that I expected. That's what I wanted him to do the last time that we were down near the goal line. That's what I expected him to do, not a first down crossing pass interception. That's what I like from that player.
Extra point is up, and it is good. So it's a 10-point game here. Still anyone's ball game with just over 3 minutes remaining here in this one.
Yeah, my God, what a good play. That reminds me of just that's some Steve Young type of fucking John Wayne shit.
And another onside kick here that will go out of bounds. So Oklahoma State will get the ball here with good field position at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and Florida State really just needs to get them to get into a mistake, get comfortable, throw it in, to jump a passing lane, right? Kind of like, jumping into a passing lane in the game of basketball. It can happen here. Just INT, baby. You just got to think INT.
2 running backs back there with the quarterback as Nixon hands it off, gets the handoff. 2-yard gain on that one. 2nd and 8 now coming up here for Oklahoma State.
Smart decision to go to the ground game right there. That's going to take some time off of the clock. And Nixon has been reliable, steady Eddie all game long. From the very first time that he touched the ball, he's been rock solid. Good decision right there. And I think they might keep it on the ground on this one.
Clock continuing to tick here. Both teams with all 3 timeouts remaining here in this one. And here comes the 2nd and 8 play. Ball at the 44-yard line of Florida State. Rangel in at quarterback. 3 wide out to the left. It's going to be a handoff to Nixon up the middle. And they're going to lose a yard on this one. 3rd and 9 coming up as Florida State calls their first time out of the half. 2:28 remaining in the 4th quarter.
Good penetration there by the Seminoles. They're thinking that they got to stop the run. They're thinking that Oklahoma State's going to kill the clock. And they rallied around the ball right there. And you just got to keep doing it. Nixon is a good ball carrier. He breaks a tackle. He might get into some open space. Definitely ball security is at a premium right now.
And they are pressed up here looking to stop the run. It's play action. He's got a guy deep looking, and he's going to fit it in the bucket
Presley.
Over the top in the
Presley?
end zone.
No, Shetron.
It's Shetron for the touchdown, and that should seal it for the Cowboys.
God almighty. Just when I think that they're going to run the clock out, they keep throwing the ball deep, and they are delivering it with precision. That's 3 of them now over the top of the defense. The first one was that streak route where you just beat a man on an island when he's in press coverage. But the last 2 have been really impressive. They've gotten past the defender who had a deep assignment, and they just got deeper than the deep assignment, and it has been delivered in the bread basket. Really super impressive from the quarterback, and gutsy, ballsy calls by the coach.
Now as Florida State takes over, they trail this one 38-55. 2:22 remaining here in this one. They take over at their own 25-yard line here.
Yeah, either Oklahoma State has the best offense in the nation, or Florida State's going to be taking a long, hard look in the mirror defensively.
Bowen back to throw under pressure, and he's going to get hit as he throws, and it falls incomplete there. Second down coming up.
Okay, State getting all the way to Bowen on that one. He dropped back, sat back, didn't move out of the pocket, tried to survey the field. The pass pro didn't hold up. Oklahoma State's pass rush is good enough that if you just sit in the pocket, they will get home.
Now they go four wide here. Bowen in the gun. Ward to his left. 2:19 remaining. Ball at their own 25. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again. And this time he's going down. Sacked on the play for a loss of 12.
Super tight man coverage right there. Had the two blitzing linebackers up the middle. Too many bodies to block. They got through to Bowen once again. He's picking himself up off the carpet, wondering what else he has to do. There's Travis now.
Travis in the game now on 3rd and 22. And again, Oklahoma State bringing pressure. Travis trying to roll out, and he's going to get sacked again here on this one. A loss of 6. Nicholas Martin in on that one. And Florida State with 4th and 28 now.
That was a carbon copy of an earlier play that we saw where Travis thought that he was out of the pocket and in the clear to scramble, and he got tackled from behind once again. Doesn't have quite the same elusiveness to get out.
And they will go for it here within their own 10, 4th and 28. They're going to call a timeout to talk this one over here.
Yeah, trying to look deep into that playbook right now, trying to figure out what's going on. What do we got? The hook and ladder, Statue of Liberty, like what's happening?
So again, they'll go their own 7-yard line, 4th and 28 here. Minute 25 remaining in this one, down 17. Oklahoma State comes out 3 or 4 down linemen here. They're going to back all the way up, but they will still bring immense pressure. And Travis going down in the end zone. That's a safety. And that'll just about seal this one here for Oklahoma State.
Once again, the pass rush getting home. Quarterback's a sitting duck right there in the pocket. Oklahoma State can't sleep on their pass rush. They will get home eventually if that back end is holding up. And they have done so nicely, even forcing turnovers early to build that advantage initially.
So now just 1:14 remaining here in this game as Oklahoma State takes over after the free kick. At this point, they can just sit on this one and end it.
Yeah, moving forward, this was the game of the week for week 2. We have our first conference game next week between LSU and Tennessee, and we have 4 user games in total in week 3. The next scheduled NWO broadcast will be on Sunday, February 5th. So no football on Sunday for the first time in a while. We got you covered. Sunday, February 5th, 7 p.m. Central Time. Jimmy Two Blunts is going to be producing LSU at Tennessee in a Big Ten matchup.
And as Rangel knees this one down to end it, next week, Florida State will be back at home against Wisconsin as they will look to rebound from this and get in the win column. Oklahoma State hoping to carry this momentum forward as they will be on the road at Miami in week 3.
Yeah, and that's a rematch, Idej, of the NWO championship game of season 4. The two Titans going at it right there. Revamp TV and Danny Sausages.
That should be a good one here as this one draws to a close here. Oklahoma State runs away with it at the end here, and they end up winning this one 57-38 over the Seminoles in AT&T Stadium. A phenomenal shootout here, George.
Yeah, super cool. Just so glad that I got you on the call with this one, and I can't wait to talk to these coaches. I think we're going to be joined here by Danny.
How's it going, boys?
Welcome on in, Coach. Congrats on the win. And just how do you feel first game of the season, new quarterback after Spencer Sanders moves on? How do you feel your offense performed today?
First and foremost, welcome back, Idesh. It's good to have you back on the calls, my man.
Amen.
I think we got some of the best people calling the games. George, Vaughn, you. You know, I love when the boys get on the calls too. But it was fun. We really had to see what Rangel had to do. You know, the little manic Hispanic. We kind of understood that we were going to have to score and score and score because I've never been able to slow Cincy's offense down, like ever. So I knew we were going to have to be able to throw. That was my biggest worry. But I mean, we did pretty well. We did pretty well through the air.
And then on defense, your guys were able to knock down a bunch of passes, got their hands on a lot, ended up picking off 2. Was that your plan there on defense to play that tight coverage and, not really let them have easy throws?
I mean, I'll tell you what, we've never really, I don't think since he's ever thrown for less than 350, he threw for 390 plus. So we kind of just had to survive. Our biggest thing was just bend, don't break. That's kind of always been a thing. I really don't care how many numbers we give up. We just have to capitalize. And I mean, we couldn't get a sack until the fourth quarter, those last 2 drives. And those were just, we're bringing everybody. But other than that, I mean, it's hard to stop his offense. I've hated playing against him. And his quarterback's strong as fuck.
George?
Thank you, Idesh. Hey, Coach, congratulations, first of all. Way to get a first W, and you did it in style and fashion tonight. My question on the offensive side of the ball is regarding your running backs. I think we had Richardson in the backfield last year. Can you tell me his status, and what'd you like out of Nixon today?
Richardson had a little injury in the offseason. He's going to take his red shirt. He's one of those upperclassmen that's had his COVID year. So he'll be sitting out for the year. We're going to deal with our boy Nixon. He looked strong. I mean, that first play kind of set the tone. It's one of those EA plays. There's nothing really, no skill behind it. It's just him playing the way he plays. And other than that, I mean, he's looking really good for us. He's a hard runner. We're excited to keep him going.
Last one for you. For anybody who's new here, first viewer, what are they going to get out of that matchup next week with the Miami team?
We're going to get pressed. We got to get off our routes. We're going to get a very strong running back that we're facing off against. The best quarterback in the league, Tyler Van Dyke. But it's fun. I love playing, my boy Revamp. We're both from Texas. I know he's going to take his anger out on me from the NFL regular season. So I'm looking forward to it, man. He looked really good. And I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for this year. Everyone looks scary good.
All right. Anytime you want to change that background, go right ahead, and good luck to you the rest of the way, okay?
Hey, yes, sir. Clink, we're still waiting for that film, Clink. All right, but
Coach, congrats on the win. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck on the rest of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, the head coach of the Oklahoma State Cowboys, Danny Sausage, is there. And now we will talk to the head coach of the Florida State Seminoles, Mr. Cincy Bowen. Are you with us, Coach?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Coach, overall, just first game of the season coming in here to this neutral site game against a team like Oklahoma State. How do you feel that the JUCO transfer Cincy Bowen played in his first game for you?
Yeah, he played decent. Did everything that he could do. Unfortunately, he got hurt late in the game. Wasn't going to make too much of a difference. But overall, I think he played a consistent game and something we can build off for the rest of the year.
Your team struggled stopping the run, especially Nixon there. What were you seeing from your defense that was allowing Oklahoma State to do so well on the ground?
Yeah, the defense, they played terrible in all phases of the game. Pass, rush. I mean, it just didn't matter. Coach Sausages is one of the only coaches that I've never beaten in the NWO. I think I'm 0-4, 0-5 against him. It's just a tough team to play. I mean, his coaches out-coach us every time, and one year we got to figure out a way to beat this guy. But yeah, the defense has definitely got to tighten it up. They can't be giving up 50 to 60 points a game, or we're never going to get a victory for the rest of the year. I can tell you that.
George?
Thanks, Idesh. My boy Cincy, you look good. You sound good. Hey, man, you fucking played good too. And so did that quarterback. I know your defense is going to take a long, hard stare in the mirror after this one. I think you're going to get things settled out. They were able to late in the game throw the ball over the top of the heads. That's probably when you got a little aggressive to try to stop the run and stop them and try to get a turnover and all that. But my main thing that I want to just say is that this quarterback, man, he looks really dynamic. I know it's sweaty as hell. Is it sweaty for you to play out of the pocket? He looks dynamic as hell when he's able to have that dual threat of scrambling out of the pocket and making a play downfield or running with his legs. I know it's something that we don't want to overuse because, it could get him hurt, get him tired. We could have an errant pass. But I know I was looking across the sidelines and I saw that coach get frustrated when he went in for that hurdling touchdown into the end zone, man. That's really going to be a ball buster for other coaches, man. How you feel about him being a dual threat?
Yeah, I mean, since he transferred out of North Dakota State to come here to Florida State, we were happy. There's a lot of schools pursuing this kid. He definitely wasn't under the radar, but I think he could definitely give us a more of a positive season than we had last year. Unfortunately, we had our toughest opponent first game of the year, but hopefully, like I said, we can get things together as far as a team. Since he's going to do a lot of good things for us on the offense, but like I said, we need to tighten up this defense if Cincy is going to have any success and get us some W's this year.
Hey, man, you also had outstanding plays from Antonio Brown and Freddie Krueger, man. What are they going to be bringing to the offense this season?
Yeah, two freshmen, unbelievable guys. They know separation. They got great hands. I mean, these guys are definitely going to be some big playmakers. We also have Jason Voorhees. He wasn't out there too often, but we're going to bring probably some more two tight end sets in coming into this year. Didn't see a lot of it this game, but you will be seeing that coming up. But yeah, I'm really excited about these two guys. Mix a little bit of Travis in there. It's going to equal a lot of points.
Man, from what I did see out of them, they played incredibly, and I look forward to it. I know this game is tough because your opponent, so you can't really get into your full stack, your full deck of what you can do and what you could bring. But you got the rest of the season to figure this thing out. And I think this was a non-conference matchup for you. You'll get this thing squared away. Good luck to you, Coach, the rest of the season. It was an honor and a pleasure. Thanks, man.
Appreciate you, George. Appreciate you, Idesh. You guys do a lot, and a great call. One of the best calls of the year so far, even though it's been a short season, but and also a great game to Sausages. And, we got to figure this out. Appreciate you, boys.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach, for your time. Good luck on the rest of the season, ladies and gentlemen. The head coach of the Florida State Seminoles, Mr. Cincy Bowen. And that should just about wrap things up for us here on the NWO. Any final thoughts on this one before we wrap up, George?
Nah, all I got to say, Idesh, is thank you for being back. I'm just going to piggyback off what Danny said. You brought an extra energy tonight that really made this game of the week matchup so much fun. And like I said, man, you gave me chills, dude. So come on back. And thanks to all the viewers out there. Thanks to the coaches and everybody out there. We're advancing the week.
George.
Yeah.
Certainly good to be back. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, we'll be back on Sunday with more NWO action. And for now, let's get ready to ride out to good old Coach Brousseau. Good night, everybody.